Bring it in, Encore. Bring it in. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm a little tired. I don't know why. It's weird. Was at the doctor's office yesterday. We can get to that in just a minute. Before we do, here's the medium roast I was talking about from the Terrafé coffee place in Puerto Rico. This is a washed and sun-dried coffee. It is 16 ounces, and we got a whole bean because I like the whole bean. I haven't opened this one yet. This is really nice. Here's their website. I would link it down below every time, but just so you know, there it is right there. I haven't opened it yet. I'm very excited to. Look at the excitement. No, I am. This looks really good. That is a wonderful roasted smell coming out of there. That's great. All right. Normal. Pour over. 30 grams coffee, or approximation of. Oh, how does that even happen? 30 grams of coffee, 500 grams of water. That's what's happening. Clean this all out. We should be in pretty good shape. I'm gonna put you on here. We'll zero you out. Well, let's see how much coffee we get through. So we could put in exactly 30 grams. I'm gonna dial this down to about a 13, 12, 13. And let's grind it up. This ground up really well. Barely any chaff and static on the sides. This is great. Let us pour. Okay, got a little bit of retention. About a gram's worth of retention in the old Encore here, which is just fine. I need to wash that out, which I will do. Get this over here and all over the back of my hand. That's perfect. It's all right. Oh, we're flopping back and forth between 29 and 30 grams. That's pretty cool. All right. A little bit of time here. Yeah, I went to the doctor's office yesterday. Normally wouldn't talk about it except for the fact, sometimes I wonder if they're going through the motions correctly. You know, we're going on a trip to Puerto Rico next month, and we wanted to get our Hep A vaccine, hepatitis A vaccine, and our typhoid vaccine. Matt went to his provider, was able to secure the Hep A shot and a prescription, which you need for the typhoid. I went to my care provider, who's in the same building but is a different person, and she told me that we didn't need a prescription for the typhoid. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, he got a prescription for it. You know, maybe you should just fill out a prescription and then I can go grab it. Well, you don't need one. And it was really strange because it's like, why can't you just, hey, you know, the patient's like, hey, you know, this is what I saw. It's capable of being done. Doesn't seem difficult. Just, you know, do the prescription. She said, no, you can go get it yourself. I'm like, okay. She didn't really say it like that. She just said, no, you don't need a prescription. So, and then I had a visit with my pharmacist at the same place, and she is a pharmacist, so you would think that she would know what was going on. She had a coat on with the pharmacist on her sleeve and everything. And I said, I want to get the hepatitis A vaccine and the typhoid. Well, we were able to secure the hepatitis A vaccine at the facility. So, and then there was a whole madcap thing about that where I had to actually go out of the back, go back into the lobby, recheck in, and then blah, 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 whatever. They couldn't just bring me a Hep A vaccine. It's all very strange. I don't know who's smuggling out hepatitis A vaccines, but apparently that's a thing because it was very strange to me as a person that is not a physician. But she had stated again that, hey, you don't need a prescription for that. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, if you say so, you would know. So I went to my local CVS that has a Minute Clinic in it, which is really fun to say, by the way, and went to the pharmacist and I said, hey, I need the series for the typhoid vaccine so that I can get started because I'm leaving for Puerto Rico in a month and I want to have that. And she looked me right in the eye and she said, you need a prescription for that. And I said, okay. My CNP said that I didn't need a prescription, and then the pharmacist on site said I didn't need a prescription, but you're saying that I do. And she said, yes, you need a prescription for that. You need to go back to them and you need to have them send a prescription in. And I'm like, okay, you know, you're the one that works here. I believe you. That's fine. She even wrote down the name of the drug for me in case the physicians didn't know. So I had to send a message through my chart to my CNP and you know, say, CVS says that you need to provide me with a prescription. Could you please provide me with a prescription? And she said, yes, it's on the way. I don't know why I had to go through all of that to get, I don't know. I don't know why I had to go through all of that. It's very strange to me. The patient, that I have to go through all of that in order to get something like that taken care of. I don't know. It just, and there are a lot of people. I'm reading stories of people who are going through the same thing for much more acute, much more dangerous, much more horrible things that they are going through. And it just, I'm putting in 100 grams here in order to get the bloom going. And it just, I mean, what I just went through is not the same because, you know, it's a vaccine. There's a chance of typhoid. It's not very huge, but, you know, I want to be prepared. And the first reaction was, you don't need a prescription. And even the pharmacist on site said, oh, you don't need a prescription for that. They don't carry that vaccine. Dang it, I meant to start the timer. We'll wait about 30 seconds. And it's just so strange because you would think between the two of them, one of them would have gotten it right, but neither one of them did. And I had to go to the pharmacy and ask, and they're like, no, you have to get a prescription for that. That is a prescription medication. And, you know, it just took one additional email because I'd already emailed that once and, you know, she came back with the, you know, you have to, that's not a prescription. You should just be able to go grab that. I'm like, okay. And you would hope that, go about 300 here, and we'll add the additional 200. You would hope that they would know that, especially if it's a nurse practitioner like that. I mean, I don't know. It's very disheartening and very off-putting that the patient has to figure all of this out themselves. And the pharmacist did the thing that I really hate. She did the, what do you think thing? You know, and I'm like, aren't you supposed to tell me what, you know, because she's like, we can either do this with your medication or we could do this with your medication. What do you think? And I'm like, how am I supposed to know? I mean, I've given you everything that I've been doing. I've told you how I've been feeling. It seems like something you should be able to put forth the effort to, you know, make a decision. Why am I making a decision? I'm the patient. But, you know, they said they put in the prescription. So I'm hoping CVS texts me today and I can go get it and I can start because it's like, what, like a week's worth of pills or 2 weeks worth of pills every other day you have to take and remember to do that. And they have to be kept in the fridge. Yeah, it's a whole thing. That's what he went through. But his doctor's like, okay, yeah, we'll get that. But him hod. It doesn't make any sense that, you go through all of that and you have to put forth that effort that your primary care should be putting forth. Is really strange to me. I don't know. But hopefully it's done. Hopefully it's been submitted, and hopefully I will see a message within the next, couple hours. So, I mean, they put it in yesterday. Yesterday? Or day before? Today's Wednesday. Oh crap. So Monday. So all this happened Monday, not yesterday. So, and then it should have gone in at least by yesterday. So hopefully today we'll see something. Okay, so back to coffee. Sometimes morning therapy has to be therapy. It's just the way it is. So, all right. So this would be about a 4-minute. Yeah, this is a 4-minute drawdown. I don't like the stuff stuck to the side. That's my fault though. Okay, yeah, about a 4-minute drawdown. Look at that. It's got a nice little the word nutty. Kind of a nutty smell to it. I have no guides on the bag. The bag does not tell me anything except that it is from Puerto Rico and that it is from the Terrafé and a lot of other wonderful, beautiful words that should not be spoken by me because I will kill them. Yeah, so this is an Arabica variety. Very cool. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, that's really dark. That's a nice dark. Huh. This might be good with some tasty creamer in it. Let's see. This might also be good in the maca pot. We'll have to see here. Yeah, very straightforward. There's a little bit of a sweetness to it, the smell-wise anyway. Ooh. That's, It was a good ooh. Ooh. Yeah. A little bit of a pretzel-y hit at the start, and then you get a little bit of sweetness. Yeah, it's like a dark pretzel. It's like not like a sourdough, but one of those thin ones. Like the thin, long ones that you just keep shoving in your mouth and then you eat it and then you have a mouthful of pretzel. It's very pleasant. It's not, the color would make you think it's bitter, but it is definitely not a bitter coffee. I mean, other than the normal bitterness that coffee has, there's little to no bitter in here. I'm trying to grab all the flavors I can here, and you're definitely getting a sweetness in the front. There's definitely a nutty kind of hit. There's an all-around pretzel kind of taste to it. It's nice. It's nice. It's not my favorite. That'll always go back to the Timor up there. And then the Alcomina, the honey processed coffee, that their honey coffee is just delicious. It's absolutely delicious. It's why I bought a second bag along with this one. Maybe tomorrow we'll try this in the maca pot and we will see how dark we can make it. Let's get it real dark. Oh yeah. I enjoy that. It's nice. Not my favorite, like I said. Definitely would taste nicer with a little bit of sweetness in it added. Not necessarily sugar. You can put honey in coffee, and honey tastes really nice in coffee. Maybe like a little bit of a shot of a vanilla sweetener would make it taste really nice. Not too much. But yeah, no, I like this. The color threw me off. It's really dark. It's a lot darker than any of the other medium roasts I've ever had. And you would think it would be bitter. It's not bitter. It's actually very pleasant. Bitterness is a part of coffee anyway, but it's still very pleasant. Sorry, I'm still discombobulated about the whole going to the doctor's office thing. It really doesn't make it worth it anymore. I can see my granddad hated going. I can see why Dad hates going, but I can see why Granddad hated going. I mean, it's like, if a doctor looks at you and says, "What do you think?" I'm like, that's not in my wheelhouse. I don't know what I feel. I've given you everything. Why are you having me make the decision? Why can't you make a decision? I don't know. It just discombobulated me. I was thrown aback because it's like, and I saw it coming in her face too. It was really weird. She started doing the whole lip bite thing, and she's like, "What do you think? Do you want to?" And I'm like, and you can't say that. I mean, you can say it out loud. I'm sure a lot of people have pushed back hard on her and many other physicians there with regards to, that kind of thing. But, it's just not in my nature to be like, "You need to tell me what you think. That's not my problem. I don't, that kind of thing." So. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm just too kind, too mindful of other people's feelings and thoughts. Yeah, that's probably it. But this is really good. I like this. Like I said, it's not my favorite. But once you get a lot of coffee, you can start saying this is my favorite and this isn't my favorite. I don't hate it. As if that's praise. I like it. It has a wonderful taste to it. It surprised me with the color and the flavor. And it's delightful, but, not my favorite. Would go back to it, though. Excited to see it down there in Puerto Rico when we go. Going to Vieques. I'm going to be doing as much filming as I can with this thing, as much as it will allow me to. I'm sure that the sights and sounds are just gorgeous. So I'm very excited to do that. And I will document as much as I can, but that's not for another month. For now, this is a good medium roast coffee. And tomorrow I'm going to try it in the maca pot. And we'll see how bitter that is. Maybe tonight I'll go get a vanilla creamer that would brighten it up a little bit. You could Americano this. You just could put maybe not equal parts water, maybe half water, hot water in here, and it would, it would ease up on the color if the color turns you off, because that's black as midnight. It really is. Which surprises me. Like I said, for a medium roast, that's more dark roast territory. They have a dark roast too. They also have a light roast, which all good coffee companies do. Anyway. Would recommend, would say if you get a chance, get the honey processed one, the fermented honey processed one. That one is delicious. So, thanks for listening to the rant. Thanks for joining me for coffee. I hope you have a really good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.